If you've been on the internet for the last few days, you've probably seen a handful of people with profile pictures of Clippy. And if you haven't noticed, it's one of those things that where, now that I brought it up, you're probably going to start noticing it. I'm putting money on it right now. If you just scroll through my comment section a bit, you'll probably see a decent amount of people with Clippy as their profile picture. Now, this is not a coincidence. This is actually a bit of a movement going on the internet right now. A movement that's actually spreading surprisingly very quickly. Everyone's favorite engineer made a video about it. Asmongold made a video about it. What does this mean, and how can I sum it up to you guys? Because truth be told, I'm probably just going to sum it up. I'm not going to reach that 8-minute mark. I'll save the Mr. Beast situation is insane ad revenue for another day. So let's just jump straight into what is this whole Clippy situation and what is this peaceful protest that's going on the internet right now. But real quick, before we do that, make sure you sub to the channel because there is a common tradition here. If I hit 210k subscribers by the end of this week, I will eat the most liked comment. Literally comment whatever you want. I don't care. I've eaten literally anything the comment section says. So subscribe to the channel and I got y'all. Anyways, so this is actually a movement that's been started by Louis Rossmann. And actually, real quick, but before I continue this video, I do want to explain why he settled on Clippy of all things to represent this peaceful protest that's going on the internet. Clippy comes from a time where the worst thing a company can do and get sued for it is pre-installing a web browser onto your computer. Yes, this is actually a whole lawsuit that happened. That sounds like not that big of a deal. And that's sort of the problem. Clippy comes from a time where there was little to no ulterior motives to tech companies that were genuinely trying to provide services that helped. There was no ulterior motives. I'm going to be a broken record here. And the absolute worst thing they could have done is pre-installing a web browser onto your computer. Which goes back to the whole purpose of Clippy, right? Clippy originally came pre-installed with Microsoft Office back in the day. And he served basically as a personal assistant to you. And he existed just to help. No, he was not trying to steal your data. He wasn't using cookies or anything. All he did was offer suggestions to you. And that's it. Whether you're writing an essay on your computer, Clippy wouldn't even read the essay. He would just suggest things and give you tips on how to make this essay better. There was nothing else he did other than help. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, what's the catch, right? There is no catch. This sounds like a program from another planet, from like a utopia, where everyone just made things just to benefit each other. Considering all of that I just talked about, it makes a lot of sense to why Clippy was chosen as the face of this peaceful protest, considering stuff like this happens. And this is what Louis said in the video that really stabbed me in the heart a bit.
I was listening to the Facebook whistleblower hearings with Senator Josh Hawley a few months back. One of the elements that stuck out to me was when they were talking about how if an underage girl has deleted a selfie, Meta keeps track of this because they know that this person likely has low self-esteem at that moment that they've deleted a picture of themselves, which means that they may be more apt to purchase something from an advertiser of a cosmetic product. And I think about this within the context of what companies used to get in trouble for and what they do, or more importantly, don't get in trouble for today.
Jesus Christ. I had to just sit there and think about that for a second. If that does not sound like the beginning, the origins of a Cyberpunk 2077 ass world, I don't know what does. I sounded like such a Redditor saying that. Soylent is the future, guys. Drink Soylent. But anyways, I heavily suggest this video. I'd recommend it. If you guys have 8 minutes of your time, check this video out. But if you guys don't have 8 minutes to watch this video, to sum it up, the golden standards of companies is way below the bar, and it is impressive with what they can get away with. Here's some honorable mentions. Did you know that every time you use an Adobe product, it actually goes through your personal data in order to train an AI? This was all in order to train an AI to basically start replacing people. Yes, if you go through any of Adobe's agreements, you will find this. They study everything you do in order to train an AI, going through all of your personal information. This shit would have not slided 10 years ago. My personal favorite point is the fact that YouTube has no idea what they're doing with their moderation system. If you go to any comment section, it is just full of scams, spam, sex bots. It is really bad with the big YouTubers. Every time I watch a Moist Critical video, there's so many spam bots in there. It's crazy. But the second I make a "I will stack donuts on it" joke on YouTube, that post gets immediately deleted for violating YouTube's guidelines. Something that is so blatantly a joke. Why would I ruin my entire career and actually stack donuts on it? Like, is there any thought process in YouTube's moderation? This is like the most blatant joke of all time. Nah, but go ahead, litter the entire comment section with sex bots, scam bots, and bots promoting gore on their channel. Don't forget the time a YouTuber got her entire channel terminated because she knocked over her microphone, and YouTube thought that represented child endangerment, so the entire channel got deleted. You cannot make this stuff up. So by wearing this profile picture, you're basically doing a pledge, a peaceful protest, where you're gonna start putting your foot down on business practices that seem scummy. If you don't think this would have slided 10 years ago, then just don't do it and move on. The best way to prevent genuinely scummy business practices is by just not partaking in it. Like, it does not get any more simpler than this. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, we have the whole consume fan base that will literally buy anything. So anyways, that's the entire video. Change your profile picture. I'm gonna go now, so yeah. See y'all.